the major component of Internet of Things or IoT. So we have five major component of IoT, and with the help of these component, we can make the IoT infrastructure. So we all have heard about Internet of Things is a transformation process of connecting our smart devices and object to network to perform efficiently and access remotely. So the objective to fulfill the objective, and what is the objective? There are two objectives, as I told you. The first objective is how we can monitor anything, right? And how we can control any object or anything. So to fulfill that, we have the five component of IoT, or you can say this is the architecture of IoT infrastructure, where we have five major components. We'll see one by one all those components. First component is the thing and devices. Okay. Now, thing or devices is nothing but where we have the actual object or actual thing, and these actual thing is attached with the sensor nodes, and these sensor nodes are having sensor, microcontroller, and if it is required, it will have the actuator. Okay. So we can say it is a thing or devices. This component consists of sensor nodes which are attached to the thing. And why this particular component is important here? Because this is the very basic or very physical part of the IoT, where we have the physical devices and the actual thing that uh, we want to connect to the internet. So here we have the thing. That particular part is also called wireless sensor network. And this particular wireless sensor network is responsible for generating the data behalf of those things which are attached to it. Then whatever data that they will generate, they will send it to the gateway node. Okay. So the gateway node is a type of node or a type of computing device which will gather the data from the wireless sensor network or from the thing or the devices. After doing the data gathering, what these gateway will do is these gateway will uh, aggregate those data, process those data. Process means in terms of, let's say, we are talking about, let's say, the temperature sensors. So if we are getting the temperature from one part of the room and we are getting 2-3 readings of that, so it will take the average of it. So from room one, I'll take the average temperature. From room two, I'll take the average temperature from the different sensors. In that way, the small processing could be done here. And after doing that, what the gateway node will do is gateway node will gather those or aggregate those data and send those data to the cloud for further processing. So here there is a thing that I want to tell you is here the gateway node is having the IP address, or you can see it as a gateway node having the internet connectivity. These devices or these things could not have the internet connectivity. It's just like your smart watch. Have you, means I assume that many of you have the awareness of the smart watch that you put in your wrist. What these smartwatch will do, smartwatch is having many various sensors. It will track your how steps that how much steps you have covered. They will calculate the calories out of it. They will calculate the heartbeat, or they will find out the heartbeat. So heartbeat sensors is also there. They will calculate the BP sensor is also there. There are some smartwatch which will also calculate um, the the oxygen level of your blood, the saturated oxygen level of your blood. These sensors are also different. So you have various type of sensors in your smart watch. This smartwatch is actually connected to the internet? No. This smartwatch is connected to your mobile phone through the Bluetooth. So assume that sensor network, this sensor network part, this particular component is your smartwatch. It is connected to your mobile phone. So you assume that the mobile phone is your gateway node, and they will send the data through different communication technology. In this case, is a Bluetooth. So with the help of Bluetooth technology, it will send the data to the gateway node, means your mobile phone. Mobile phone may aggregate the data because it is having the associated apps on it. And because this your mobile phone is connected to the internet, it will send this particular or push that particular data to the cloud of that particular watch company. So if you have Apple Watch, it will connect to the iCloud, or if you have MI Watch, it will connect to the MI Cloud. Now, so why these type of infrastructure is there? Because in the wireless sensor network, there are of hundred of thousand of sensors node that could be available. If we give the IP address to each and every sensor node, so you can see uh, we is not at all applicable, or it is not at all possible to provide the IP address to all those devices which are there. And as well as the connectivity is also an issue, that how we can make that these devices or these tiny nodes to connect it to the internet all the time. So to solve this particular issue, we'll give some sort of IDs to it, and with the help of these IDs, they will send the data to the gateway node, and the gateway node will find it out that from where or which appliances or which particular thing I'm getting the data. They are doing the partial processing on it, and then they will send the data to the cloud because they are connected to the internet. So the gateway node is actually connected to the internet, and they will send the data to the cloud. What is a cloud? So cloud is nothing but a computing infrastructure or computing device, you can say, which is which resides remotely, and we can access these computing device through internet. Okay, so cloud is nothing but a computing infrastructure, a computing device, let's say a computer or a server. Cloud is the computing device which are there somewhere. We don't know the exact location, maybe remotely. We can access it through the internet. That is the definition for the cloud. And what is the work of the cloud? So there are two work of the cloud. The first, it will provide the storage of the data, and second, it will provide the processing or process those data. So it will store those data, it will process those data. And for processing those data, the cloud will use some analytical algorithm or analytical analytics. So there are many different analytics that we can use, or the algorithm that we can apply here. We have different machine learning or AI based algorithm which we can apply into the data to get the inside knowledge. So yesterday we have seen that here we are getting the data. Here the data will be converted into information. This information is passed here in the cloud, and we get the knowledge. So this is how this process will work with the help of different algorithm, ML or AI algorithms. And this particular results, what it is generating, or the knowledge what a cloud is generating, we send to the user. So there is a user, because ultimately why the infrastructure is there, why this particular infrastructure is there, because the user is using it, right? So I need to give the result to the user, right? So how I'll give it? So with the help of user interfaces. So we have different user interfaces, like we can use any sort of messaging services like WhatsApp messages, or the simple text message services, or I can use some sort of a web application which you can open with the help of browsers, or you can have the mobile application which is installed in your mobile phone that you can use for seeing the result. So if you'll assume the IoT infrastructure, let's say smart watch. So in that particular smart watch, you can see how it is working. So we'll send these data through the gateway node or through my mobile phone to the cloud, and from the cloud analytics will be done. And through the application, I can again see in my mobile phone that how much I have covered, what are the different people who are ahead of me, how much sleep I have taken, how much calorie I have burned, how much kilometer I have covered, what is my BP at what particular time, what is the highest BP I am what is my lowest BP, what is my highest saturation level of the oxygen, what is my lowest saturation level of the oxygen. All those values are nothing but the knowledge or the results that will be processed in the cloud, and we are getting it. So you see, all these are the five basic component of IoT. So without any of the component, will not assume the IoT. So IoT should have all those components. Okay. So in the IoT, some short, if we'll not talk about fog, cloud, we'll talk about fog, or these devices, which is there working as a gateway. They they are also called edge devices. So fog or cloud phenomena also we can use instead of cloud. But the thing, fog edge phenomena we can use instead of cloud. But ultimately, this will be your infrastructure or the component of IoT. So the IoT is comprises of these five components. The detail about each and every component are here. You can go through it, which I told you is there in this particular slides. In detail, you can go through it.